hello guys, welcome to in this video. In this video I am going to talk about my fifth day of the data scientist interview preparation. So in this video I have some descriptive question about the Python library and the pandas library, and also I have a practical knowledge about these two libraries. So in this video I am going to talk about the NumPy and the pandas library with the practical knowledge. So let's start the video. So first of all, I want to use here the Jupyter notebook for the practical knowledge. So here let's open my Jupyter notebook. So let's open, guys. So in the Jupyter notebook I want to use the my pandas and the NumPy libraries. Okay, it's the first time. So let's opening, and here I want to use new. Okay, so wait a minute guys, it will taking some time. Okay, so now here I want to change the subtitle of the name, okay, of the notebook. So let's give it the practice pandas and NumPy. Okay, so as you know what is the pandas and the library, pandas and the NumPy libraries. So first of all, uh, we need to know about these two libraries. So here I have some question about the pandas and the numpys. So first of all, the first question is, what is the numpy in Python? So numpy is a library for the numerical computing in Python. So basically numpy is a using for the numerical computing, okay, numerical multiplication, division, this kind of things when we use in a numerical computing. Okay, so the numpy library has to use for this kind of the computing in Python. Okay, so here we can also see the its home page of the NumPy. Okay, let's see the NumPy here. That is the official website of the NumPy, and the NumPy is a fundamental package of the scientific computing with Python. This is a Python NumPy, and how to we can install. Okay, installation. When I go to the installation, here the NumPy, you can install NumPy with pip install NumPy. Okay, so this is the installation part. So here I'm going to install the pip. Okay, pip install NumPy. So let's control plus enter for the running this code. Okay, it will take some time because installing the NumPy libraries, and here's some guidance for the Python when you use the NumPy library. Okay, so let's move ahead and we will check. Okay, this requirement already satisfy NumPy end user. Okay, I have already installed this. So let's talk about another things. Okay, so here I have second question. What is the pandas in Python? So Python is also a library for data manipulation and the analysis in Python. So especially the pandas library used for the data manipulation, data when we want to change anything in data. Okay, and we want to manipulate the data structure, data types, this kind of thing we can do easily with the help of the pandas library. So here when I go to Google, and here when I type pandas library, pandas. Okay, so here this is the pandas website. In this website we can see what is the pandas and how it will be helpful for our data science. And 1 minute guys, it's not the original website, so wait some minutes. It will take some time because my internet is not running good. Okay, so how can we install it? Simply what we can do, simply do as what we had done with NumPy, same as this, pip install pandas. Okay, pandas. When I run this code, it will also shows the already satisfied because I have already installed this. Okay, so let it be. Okay, here you can see this requirement already satisfied. Okay, what we have seen here, we installed the NumPy and the pandas library. So, and we also know about the pandas and the NumPy library, what is their work in the Python. Okay, let's talk about the third question. How do you import the NumPy library in Python. And also I have some question about the importing, how do you import the pandas library in Python. So here I have two question, and let's the practical knowledge about these two things. So first of all, I already pip install the pandas in NumPy. Here I want to import the libraries. So here let's put some comments here. Importing the pandas and NumPy 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 libraries. Okay, libraries. So let's import pandas spd. Okay, import pandas spd, that is the name of the pandas. Okay, and also I want to import numpy snp, short name, that as that means short name of that libraries. Okay, so let's import run this code, and okay, it's already run. Let's talk about the another questions. Okay, I have already installed import the pandas and the numpy libraries. So I have fifth question: how do you create a numpy array from a list? So how we can create a numpy array from from a list. Okay, so here I can easily think. Okay, so I want to use any library. Look, 1 minute. So let's create a numpy array. So here I want to use the numpy array np.array. Okay, and let's put enter array form. Okay, I write here some table 24, 36, and 48, 60. Okay, this is the numpy array. Okay, array is another thing and data frame is another thing. Don't confuse with both of these things. Okay, so here I have numpy array. Okay, how we create numpy array? From the np dot array, and open the bracket, and also open the sided bracket, and here you can put the amount, that values you want to put it here. Okay, so you have seen that what how we can form and create the array in the numpy. Okay, that is also list. Okay, so how do you read a csv file into pandas data frame? So let's talk about the practical knowledge. So here I have a pandas library. Also I imported the pandas library. So the question is how to import a data set in a data frame by using the pandas library in Python. So this is the question. Let's use the any libraries like this data frame I want to use. So copy its path. Okay, copy its path, and here. So spd I already downloaded, installed. So I using the variable df, that is a data frame. Okay, df equal pd dot read csv, and put it the file name, and put it that file name. Here you can see that's file name. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, and I want to print the df. 1 minute guys. Okay, so here I need to use path libraries. Here you can clearly see the data frame, how I read this data set in this pandas library by using the pandas library. Okay, so there is my columns, and these are the rows. And how many rows here? 767, that's the rows count, and 9 columns here in this data frame. Okay, I already satisfied, and I imported the file by using pandas library. So let's go ahead, and there is a question. What is how do you access the first column of the pandas data frame named df? Okay, how you can access, that means how you can import the first library of the first column in a pandas library by using pandas library. So here the pandas library have some option tool, that is the I location, that means the I location. That I lock is help to slicing or accessing of any columns or rows. So let's enter here, and I want to use the slicing. How you can slice here, that is very simple. So df is my slice, okay, and that is a 0. Okay, when I put the enter here, it will take some, oh okay, there is some error. Slices I already slices, oh sorry, df dot ilog. Okay, when I put enter here, you can see that is my first column. Here I put it here, and access here. You can see the df is iLocation, that function used to access my first column. Here when I want to give any another column name like oh sorry, that will, here I can also slice something like I want to use 8, slice 9. How it will shows me the 8 rows. Okay, so this kind of thing we can also do. So let's check my second and the second column, that is the second column. Okay, so what we have seen here, we already seen how do we access the any columns from the using pandas library in Python. So let's talk about the another question. So how do you access the column named age in a pandas data frame? So there is some columns like age, sales, this kind of things, and that question is how you access that column name. That column name is age. How do you access that age column in the using the pandas library in a data frame? So here how we can uh, access this. So here I can simply do one thing. So let's when I use the data frame like this is okay, but here I have no specify this is, so it will show me error because okay, because in this data frame I have not any column name age, so that's why it's giving me error. Okay, so let's put 50 here. So why I put it 50 here, because I have some column name that called 50. Okay, that's name it 50, so that's why I put it here. And I have access of these columns values, and now you can see that column values access. Okay, so here you have seen how you can access the column names. Okay, so the next question is how do you calculate the mean of the column named sales in pandas data frame? Okay, let's check how we can uh, calculate the mean value or median or mode value of any data columns. So here I have uh, special functions in the pandas library. Okay, so when I use any columns like what kind of column I have, so here a column that is a 148. Okay, let's put 148 columns. Okay, let's see what the values containing in that columns. So here 85. Okay, I want to know the mean of that column. So simply I can do one thing. Here I put it the code, what I write the code for the mean value. So df, okay, and the bracket opened, I put it the name of the column name and dot mean value, and close that one functionize column, okay sorry, bracket, and I functionize it. And here when I put the enter and run this code cell, here it's provide me the mean value of that columns. Okay, we can also do another things like df dot, when I put the 50, okay, that's the column name, and I want to see the mean value of this column. So first simply I put it the column name and control plus enter for run this code. So here you can see that is the 33.21, that is the mean value of that column. That's very simple. So let's check the minimum. Here what kind of thing we can see. Okay, that's the mean value. How do you calculate the standard deviation of the column name height in pandas library? Okay, so here, and another question I also have, what do you get how do you get the summarized statistic in pandas library? So there is a very simple thing, this is a describe thing. Okay, describe function, the using of the describe function we have already we can see the statistical summarize of all the data columns. So here, and how do you find the maximum values numpy array, okay, and how do you find the minimum value of the numpy array, okay. So let's talk about the describe function and the standard deviation. So I'll go to my practical table, and here when I want to know about the, okay, here I code for the mean value. Let's talk about when I want to know about the median value. So how we can do median, okay. Median, okay, that's the median value of that column. Okay, let's check the mode of that column. Let's mode, okay. When I use the mode function, here it's give the 22, okay, that is the mode of that value. And let's talk about the descriptive function and what is the question here. What was the question? Standard deviation. So let's check the standard deviation. If I write the column name and std, that for the stand for the standard deviation. So when I run this code here, it will provide me the standard deviation of this column. So here that is a, what is the standard deviation? 31.97, that is the standard deviation. And let's check and let's see the summarize statistical statistics of all the data frame. So here I have 9 column and 677 rows that in this data frame have. So let's summarize all of the data frames statistic by using the describe function, df.describe, okay. When I functionize it and put enter here, here you can see the summarize of all the statistical uh, calculation. Here first thing is count how many rows every data frame and every columns have. 767, that's the value count. And the mean value, what are the mean value of that columns, okay. Here you can see the mean values. What are the standard deviation? You can see the standard deviation of all the columns, okay. The minimum value, what are the minimum value in the data frame have. What are the quartile first, that is the 25% of data, that is a 199, 67, that is okay. So 50%, that means the mean value of the data, okay. Here you can see the mean values. 50% of quartile, that is the median, okay, that means median. And also you can see here the third quartile range. What are the third quartile range here, you can see. And what are the maximum value that data sets have containing, that's you can see here. Let's check another questions here. We also use the describe function and standard deviation function, okay. So here is a question for the how do you find the maximum value and the minimum value in using the numpy array. So how to also we had created something here. Let's okay, I created a numpy array here, okay. So let's copy this, and when I put it into here and I write some more numbers here, like 72, 84, 98, okay. So let's run this code, and when I use the numpy argmax, okay, I want to see what is the question for this. So what are the array, okay, what are the minimum and the maximum value in the numpy array. So let's find the use the argmax. So here when I use the r dot max, okay, oh sorry, that r is, sorry, array, okay. So here I write this code same, no, array, write the code exactly same, but why it is giving me the error. Okay, the name is array is not defining. So let's write any when let's save any variable name, let's x, okay. When I use the x, when I use the x here and here, now you can see the argmax, that means the argument maximum values, that is here 96 is the maximum value. And when I use the minimum value and x dot min, it's give me the minimum value, that is a 12, okay. That how you can find the minimum and the maximum value in numpy array. So there is a 14th number question. How do you add a new column to pandas library? Okay, pandas data frame. So how you can add the data values? So here there is a very simple thing. When you want to add any column, okay, in the pandas data frame, here is a very simple thing. First of all, you have to write the column name by using df, that is your data frame name, and you put it here the values. Okay, so when how we can do that? Simply, I have a data frame that is a data, and I want to enter any column name, like here what is the sum, let's sum. Okay, that is a new column name. In this column name I want to save the, let's, okay, dot copy, let's see, okay, that variable name, and I want to copy this data frame. And when I put it into here, so the c variable, okay, that c name has the copy of the column 50. And next, when I use the that value, that, okay, so c, I want to use the c as the data sums. And when white, okay, let's see the df. So here you can see how we can add the new columns here, and I put it the new column, that is a summation of some data, some columns. Okay, so here you have already see how we can add new columns. Okay, so let's talk about the another question. So how do you check the missing value in the pandas data frame? So that is a data frames, and how we can check? So simple thing, that is a df dot is null, for the stand for the knowing the null values. Okay, is null, and functionize it, and sum of, I want to sum of all the column. Okay, here you can say that this is the column name and this is the missing value. So here in this data frame we have not any kind of null values. Okay, that's very good thing. All right, so let's talk about the multiple choice question. Here I have some multiple choice question. So what is the multiple choice question I have? So we will talk about this multiple choice question later on. For this video I have completed the pandas library and the numpy library basics. So we will talk about the multiple choice question in another video. So let's see the another video. So bye guys, and we will meet another video.